Welcome to the WHoly Homegirl podcast, where faith is real, fun is allowed, and wholeness is the goal.
We're just two holy homegirls navigating life as Christian women.
We love God, but we also believe in fun, enjoying life, and becoming the best whole versions of ourselves.
This is a space where we have the real and sometimes uncomfortable conversations that really need to be had,
while still keeping God at the center of it all.
So grab your tea, get comfortable, and stay tuned.
Because you're about to be inspired, challenged, and reminded that you're never walking this journey alone.
Welcome to the WHoly Homegirl podcast.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
And it's episode 1.
It's episode 1.
Are
We
you
finally did it. Yes, I'm super excited.
I'm excited.
How you feel?
Nervous.
Me too.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I feel like people have been asking us for this for so long, and now we're like, okay, we got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to do it. Got to get it done. And today is the day. Thanks to you.
Thanks to y'all.
Appreciate it.
Y'all have pushed us. Y'all have prayed for us.
Yes. Gathered us.
Oh my gosh.
The girls have been gathered.
Literally.
Several times.
So thank y'all.
Yes.
Thank y'all for that.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely needed it. But we're here.
We're here.
And we're super excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's episode 1. And we have so much in store for you guys. So much in store. But not everybody knows who we are,
This
right?
is true. This is
So
true.
let's introduce ourselves.
Okay. I'm Tanessa. I would like to say a word to describe me is comedian.
Of course. Okay, comedian. It's giving comedy. Okay.
It's giving comedy. It's giving I just want people to laugh on purpose every single day.
Okay. I love that.
Who are you?
I am Quanese.
Mm-hmm.
And a word to describe me is, I feel like something that I get often is safe.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Safe.
Yeah.
I try to make sure that whomever I'm interacting with, whoever I'm encountering, whoever, they just feel safe.
Yeah. I think that's really important though, because one of the things that makes conversation unique is when people know that they can talk to you.
Absolutely.
When people know that they can trust you and that what they're bringing to you is going to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's honestly why we started this podcast.
Literally.
Because between our own conversations and then just having conversations with other people, they're always saying to us, when y'all gonna do a podcast, like, y'all need to, people need to hear the questions that you ask and why we're asking these questions and how it can impact other people outside of the little bubble of people that we have.
Yeah.
So let's tell the people why we picked the name WHoly Homegirl.
Yeah.
What you think?
So for me, WHoly Homegirl means, obviously we live a very holy life. Like saved. We're believers. Yeah. We're saved. Filled. You understand what I'm saying? So we're definitely believers of Christ. So that was super important for us to make sure that whatever it is that we're representing, first and foremost represented who we represent, right? But we also strive to be whole and to be our whole selves. So there's a play on words, obviously. But yeah, we just strive to be whole every single day. We try to hold each other accountable in spaces. We have those crucial conversations. But it's needed in order for us to grow and evolve. So that's where, to me, that came from, because I feel like we truly represent being whole, but also being a part of the kingdom.
Yeah. And in addition to that, helping people to know that you can be saved and have fun.
Absolutely.
So the homegirl part is like being your authentic self without apology and knowing that too is safe.
Yep.
So you get to talk about God. You get to cry out to God. You get to talk about business. You get to talk about your heart's desires, whatever that may be in that particular season.
Yep.
who knows? Like,
we know what that's like.
What that was last year
is totally different than what it is now.
Day.
Yep.
But having that space to just be you without apology. And I feel like people are going to hear us say certain words throughout the entire season because it's a practice of our life. It's not just something that we talk about. It's something that we're actually striving for. So the home is built in Christ.
Yep.
The girl is through community.
Absolutely.
And that's what we do.
That's exactly what we do.
That's what we give out.
And I think it's super important for people to know as well that this is more than just a podcast.
Yeah.
It's more than just these conversations. And though there's healing in them, right? But it's going to be more than that. It's going to be a brand. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to, like, we have so much that we want to introduce to you guys, and we will, you know, in due time, let that be shared. However, it is going to be more than just a podcast because we know that the calling that we have on our lives is more than just our words being, you know, broadcasted. Yeah, exactly.
It's more than a live session. It's literally a lifestyle. So, I mean, I think it's okay for to say, like, we are outside in the community on purpose.
Absolutely.
Not outside. We're outside with the intent to bring people into the kingdom in whatever space that they're in, because there's room for everybody at the table with the Lord.
Absolutely.
There's totally room for that. So we told them who we are. The name of our podcast, where it came from, also what they can expect. But on top of that, y'all, we want to know what y'all want to talk about.
Exactly. That's important.
It is. So we can share what we think is trending. But if there's 4 people that want to talk about a certain thing, y'all can email us and say, hey, talk about this. Or we have this question, because we're going to have more things coming up that give space for each of you. This isn't our podcast.
Exactly. This is everybody.
This is everybody.
This is a community. This is for all the homegirls. For all the homeboys. It's for everybody. It truly is.
And then also in every age group as well, because when we think about seasons, we're not talking about just seasons of joy and peace or heartache. We're also talking about ages.
Absolutely.
Because there's different experiences that you have at different ages. And we can talk about relationships. We can talk about friendships. We can talk about meal plans.
Absolutely.
We can talk about weight loss, weight gain.
Exactly. Exactly. Because there's growth in every season that we go through. One of the things that I always say is we have to make sure that we're growing through what we go through.
That's good.
Otherwise, we're not evolving. We're not growing. You know what I mean? Now, we're not learning the lessons that God intended on us to learn. So, to your point, we're going to talk about all the different seasons and things like that. The uncomfortable conversations, what it's like to wait well and how that looks realistically.
And also 1 second too, not waiting well.
Absolutely.
You don't wait well.
Because that's a real thing. And I feel like oftentimes people talk about you have to do this, you have to live right, you have to do that, you have to do this, you have to do that, but they don't really talk about like the reality of it. Like, what is living right really look like?
What is living a life of holiness actually look like?
And embody.
And I think the answer to that is it's always going to be striving for righteousness, right? But depending on the level of relationship that you have with God, how you pour that out into the world looks different. If you're a new believer, there's a different standard or expectation that you would have versus someone that's been walking with God a lot longer.
Absolutely.
So the things are still essential. You still need to pray.
Absolutely.
You still need to read your word. You still need to fast and be consecrated and be intentional. None of that changes. But the Bible version that you're reading might be different
depending on where you're at. Absolutely.
I'm personally a fan of the ESV.
Same.
So good.
Also, I feel like too, an important piece of like your walk in Christ is who you surround yourself with. That's so important, because I always say this, whoever you surround yourself with, they can either catapult you to who God called you to be, or they can be a hindrance and pull you back. So it's super important that you have the right people, the right God-ordained people, praying before you proceed with any type of relationship that you have friendship, romantic, whatever that looks like. Pray before you proceed in situations, because I feel like that's literally how we're here.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a mistake that we met and how we ended up living 5 minutes from each other, both coming from two totally different states, right? Two totally different states. We happened to meet each other, shameless plug, at our church, the best church in all of the land, Ramp Church, Texas. We are located in Arlington, Texas. 4201 Little Road. So if you're free, on Sundays, service starts at 10 a.m. And on Wednesdays, service starts at 7 p.m. for Bible study. But we met at Ramp. We met at our church. And it was, I think we met through, like, I don't know if it was our covered ministry, our women's ministry, or if it was the singles ministry. I don't know how we initially like connected to each other, because I don't think we did in passing.
No, I think it was through singles. I do think it was singles because we were both fairly new.
Yes.
And I think we were talking about going to one of the upcoming events or something like that. And then we were like, okay, let's meet up. Maybe we can ride together or something like that.
Because we found out we live close to each other.
Yeah, but we didn't know how close was until like
we just said Crowley.
I think you said the zip code, and I was like, okay, that's down the street. And then Carnisa was like, okay, I'll come get you.
And I've been getting her ever since. I've been getting her ever since. Everybody who knows Tanessa and I, they know, baby, she doesn't like to drive, and that's okay because I love to drive. So there's balance there, right?
I'm a great co-pilot, though.
She is when she's not asleep. when she's not asleep, she truly is. She truly is. But sometimes even when you're asleep, it's still I still be vibing. But
Always.
But yeah, so we met through church.
Yeah.
And we just found out, like, we took the time to like really get to know one another.
Yeah.
Like, we asked each other the uncomfortable questions. You know what I mean? Like, who are you really? You know what I mean? And I think that that's something that's super important in any type of relationship that you hold, is to have those conversations, because it's not to find out information so that you can use whatever it is against that person. It's to find out that information so that I can know if I'm making a commitment to be a friend to you. Yeah. I want to know how I can love you the way that you want to be loved in the best way that I possibly can. So it's important for me and for us in any type of friendship to meet people where they are and love them for who they are.
Or to help show them if they are unsure. By asking certain questions, you can help them better understand.
Absolutely.
If you don't know who you are, let's unpack that.
Yep.
Let's figure out what that is. At, I don't want to say at minimum, because it's not a minimum thing, but we know that you're a daughter of God.
Yep.
Okay. In addition to that, what else are you? Like, how do you identify?
Yep.
And I know we have a lot of friends that are like moms and stuff too.
Yeah.
And the first thing that they say is, I'm a mom.
Yep.
And it's like, that's great, but you weren't always a mom.
Exactly.
So
who are you outside of that?
Outside of what you do. Who are you as a being?
Yep.
Who are you in the body of Christ?
Absolutely.
What does that look like? And if you don't know, come talk to us.
Yep.
We always,
because baby, we gonna figure it out. We gonna ask the questions.
Yeah.
We gonna figure it out, because it's important for us. That's how you live a whole life. That's because you're true to who you are. You're finding out who you are, and through Christ, right?
Yeah.
But also just who you are. So yeah, that's kind of how.
That's how it started.
Yeah, that's literally how it started. And people, I guess we can talk about how Wholy Homegirl started.
Yeah.
As well, because a lot of times we have friends and things like that, and we just have the conversations and we're just talking and chatting and stuff like that, and they're like, y'all should start a podcast. Like, y'all really have dope conversations. We're conversationalists at heart. That's one thing that we tell people all the time. Like, we love conversations. I don't care what it looks like. Like, that's truly who we are through and through. We're conversationalists, and that just stemmed from people speaking that into our lives. And
wanting to give back. Because it's one thing for us to be friends and to pour into one another.
Absolutely.
That's important. But the Bible talks about us it says to go out
Yep.
And to bring people back.
Absolutely.
Into the kingdom. I almost said to reach
as many possible. That's what was going on in my mind too.
But even in that,
but that's true.
It's not a scripture, but it's a lifestyle
it
that
is.
we do actually live.
It
and
is.
So it's not enough for us to pour into one another, but to leave our sisters hanging at the church or outside of the church.
Exactly.
You can't say that you are truly a believer but be afraid to talk to his people.
Exactly.
Or to bring in people who don't know him yet. Because we're called to do that.
Absolutely.
And this podcast is a way to bring people who already know God closer to him. And then to introduce people who don't know God to him. Because I think there's also a stigma in Christianity that your journey has to be straight and narrow.
And that's not reality.
And that's not that.
It's not.
Jesus is the narrow way. He is. But your plan may look like a straight line. But God's plan is...
There's so many ebbs and flows.
There's so many new formulas that are in there.
That we don't even know. We don't know what that looks like. We don't know where life is taking us. That's why it's important that throughout your journey, with your Christianity and following Christ and just trying to be who God called you to be, is you have to ask God to lead and guide you through those things. Because we don't know. But we have to always remember too, and I know we talk about this, like our stories are already written. And it's hard sometimes when we're in the different spaces of life. We're like, I wish I was here. This is where I wanted to be. Or, we have these desires of our heart, right? Of, full transparency. We both desire to be married. We both desire to be mothers and things like that. However, that's not our reality right now. That's okay. But we have to trust that God has our story already written. And God gives us the desires of our heart. So while we're in this season of waiting, it's important that we wait well. It's important that we are working on the things within ourselves that God wants us to work on. And the way that we do that is we ask God, God, show me my heart. Show me who I am.
Show me who I am, and then show me people who have your heart.
Exactly.
So that I want to mirror you.
Exactly.
But I want to be around other mirrors.
Absolutely.
Too. People that are intentional about walking in the fruit of the Spirit. Because if they do that on purpose and we do that on purpose, you can't get that fruit.
Exactly.
Because all the trees are good. Everything is good. So the podcast is not just a podcast.
It's not just a podcast. No,
it's a whole movement on purpose.
It's a whole movement on purpose.
And
I love that.
And everybody who's watching it is going to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
It's not just us.
Absolutely.
It's for everybody.
Absolutely.
So we told them who we are. Why we picked this name.
Absolutely.
What we're going to be doing. Why we need y'all.
Exactly.
What to look forward to. How we met. So what else should we share?
I think that we should... I think that we should end it here.
Okay.
Because there is something else that I want us to talk about.
Okay.
But I feel like it's so deserving of its own episode.
I'm good with that.
I feel like we've dropped some nuggets. We've done, introduced ourselves and things like that. But there is more to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
There's more work that we have to do. So yeah, I think we're good.
And we love y'all.
Yes, we love y'all.
We love y'all real bad forever. So thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Make sure that you stay connected with us on Instagram. Are we going to be on TikTok?
We are going to be on TikTok.
We're going to be on TikTok.
We're going to be on
and
TikTok.
Instagram. Stay connected with us so that you can see when the next episode drops. And when we have new releases come out, we need y'all to show up, to share them, like them, comment, all the things. And if y'all see us, come love on us.
Come love on us.
We love
please.
a hug.
We do.
So we are not those kind of people that don't hug other people. Come and hug us. Bring your babies that can hug us too. All the things. We love y'all. And
we love y'all. Rocking with us. Thank y'all so much. And we will see you next time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And we'll see you next week. Bye.